Okay, I'm Imani. I wasn't always called Imani. My birth name is Paula, and I couldn't stand it. Not because of any other Paulas, but because it didn't mean anything to me. Paula meant small, and I was yes, I was 3 pounds because I'm a twin. I was 3 pound at birth, so yeah, it was appropriate then. But actually, my whole of my childhood, I was very chubby, and I didn't see myself as small at all. So I had a very poor body image when I was growing up, and it actually got worse when I got to England, because in the Caribbean, chubby people and people who were quite full figured and they were seen as gold. They were like really valued, and it was always very something positive. But I think when I came to England, um, body image was very different culturally. The magazines all told you had to be slim, and I just didn't feel I fitted in. And so the word Paula didn't mean anything to me at all. I felt so I went on a journey from sort of 18 to change my name, and actually that was probably the first decision I made to say I'm going to express myself as a Black woman how I see myself and not how someone else sees me. And that was very bold. But I think that was the first step for my leadership, because actually it said, no matter who gave birth to you, you have to be comfortable in your own skin and in your own body. And I realized at that point that I was going to live my best me, my best life, really. And so, yes, I had my daughter at 15, and it's wonderful seeing her grow into a woman, and now, having 4 children of her own. But for me, it was what makes a leader. And for me, your life challenges makes you a great leader. Your life challenges is what brings you the resilience, the strength, the inner confidence, and the solutions that will help you to not only lead your own life, your best life, but lead other people as well, support other people in being their best selves. And so I always had a vision of being a teacher, being able to empower people, inspire people. I wanted to write my own books. I wanted to have my own company. And all I just trusted that if I keep visualizing these things enough, one day they will manifest. And I read lots of books, self-help books. One of the books that was phenomenal for me was by Louise Hayes, which is called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. Another book I read was from Maya Angelou called I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. And then later on, I started to read a lot of books about my own history, African history, Black history, because I realized that I really didn't know much about my culture at all. And it was hidden from me. And so to feel totally confident in the world as a Black woman, I had to go back and find out the truth about African kings and queens. And in that journey, finding out about Black queens, I realized and I saw myself. I thought, oh, that's me. you know, these resilient women that, despite all the challenges, even if it was 6,000 years ago, were there, um, standing beside, as equals, and ruling nations. And I thought, wow, okay, that's amazing. So it really inspired me that I had the strength, the tenacity to turn my challenges of sexism and, not very positive relationships, where there was affairs and, verbal kind of emotional abuse, I would say, into something that actually turned it around so that I became a survivor, not a victim. And in doing that, it created a way of positive thinking, so anything that came my way, and still does, as a negative or so-called negative, I will turn it around and say, what is the lesson in this? How will I overcome this? And that's the way I live my life. And so, yes, I run lots of groups. I've got my own business now. I teach, I inspire and work with others. I work on the More Than Mums project, inspiring other mums. And I also support my daughter and the 4 grandchildren, to be the best they can be. And I think that journey has made me a really great leader in my own right. But the thing I'm most proud of is just, yeah, being able to say no now, being able to make time for me, because that was not always me. I used to just give, 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 and exhaust myself in giving, really, and people pleasing. And now I'm able to make a choice and say, actually, every single day, whether it's 5 minutes or half an hour, I will make time for my development and growth. And that's how I live my life. So thanks everyone for listening.